Alright guys, jumping right back into Final Fantasy 2, we are entering the cyclone yet again. I apologize for the previous video. We had some audio issues. They should be corrected now. I did a test, everything seems to be good. But yeah, let's get in there. Yeah, in the previous video, my recording software has an option to mute my mic and unmute it. And I was doing another recording where I wanted my mic muted. So I muted the mic, and then I unmuted it for the Final Fantasy Let's Play, but it wouldn't take. And even in these recent tests, it also wouldn't work. I had to shut down all the systems. So I had to shut down the PS3, the HD PVR, and the computer, and just like rebooted it all, and then it was working again. So I was like, alright, well, I don't know which one it was, but I just, shut it all down at once. So audio should be here. Fingers crossed. And hopefully that doesn't occur again. But yeah, so we made it to floor 6, and I feel so silly because in the last video, I was commentating the whole thing and none of it was recorded. But well, the gist of what I was saying was, we want to explore like the final aspects of this dungeon, like to the core, because I mean it's similar to a lot of other areas, but especially in this one, I don't think this dungeon's gonna stay. If we miss like a key item here or a rare like thing that we could get, I don't think the cyclone's just gonna hang out and wait for us to explore it further. So before we get to the final boss of the Emperor, or whoever's here, I assume it's the Emperor, we're gonna want to make sure that we've kind of gone through everything. We did really well last time because we went through a lot of the dungeon, saw a lot of things, faced a lot of enemies that were really strong. The Sergeant, I think it was, did like 1500 damage to Maria, and she was just like crippled. So I mean, I think we should respect the monsters in this dungeon, to say the least. But yeah, I'm not gonna really pick up items. I don't really care about them. I know I should care because I'm sure they like provide gil and stuff I care about, but I don't know. I'm very disillusioned with it, I'm just like, whatever. We'll figure it out later. And I don't think we have a really high chance of dying in this dungeon per se. I think the thing with us is we've got a lot of elixirs, we've got a lot of resources. I think we're overpowered. So I think like out of everything, like we are ready for this dungeon. Like this is, I mean, we're all-stars right now, I think. At least I hope so. Fingers crossed, right? But yeah, we're destroying the cockatrices. And we're mostly using physical attacks here. I explained in the last video. I feel so bad because like I explained so much in the last video. The main reason we're using physical attacks is just because we're strongest with them. I don't really care about leveling up right now so much as I care about getting as far into the dungeon as I can. I think. Interesting. How does that work with like proficiency then? We're gonna give Gareth the knife because I feel like if I'm not proficient with knives, then I'm not gonna do as much damage. Because like that's, I mean, obviously swords, knives, it's like the same thing, but also not really. Alright, wood golem. We've been really running through a lot of these monsters though, it's been crazy. Alright, yeah, the knife isn't good. Gareth is doing 0 damage. I mean, he wasn't doing much before either, so I don't know if that's good or bad. Well, what is that? Did that do more damage? Oh, I think Gareth has 2 things equipped, if I remember correctly. Because he had the wing blade, which is now obviously the ripper knife. And I forget the other item he had. He had something else. Gus's HP increased. I will take it. And stuff like that unicorn horn and stuff, I haven't found a use for it really, so I generally don't pick them up because I didn't use the last ones. Like why would I pick them up if I didn't use the last ones? I'm not going to use these ones. Venom axe. Maybe this was worth going down this area. Oh, we moved him off of axes, didn't we? Oh gosh. What am I doing with my life? We really did just give Gus everything that does a lot of attack, which I feel like isn't that relevant, but we're gonna try to buff his abilities here. Venomax seems like it would inflict poison, which seems really useful for drawn out battles. I don't know if we have a lot in our future, considering the strength of our party, but we could. Like, it's a possibility, and you can't ever, you know, assume, you know, it's all gonna be easy. Alright, so I'm actually going to make life a little bit easier on myself. I'm probably going to warp out of here. I don't think there's any real reason to kind of hang around and just walk down the normal way, even though I started doing that. Before I leave, I should double check, though, and make sure I can't walk through a wall, because it would be just like this game to make me have to go through like an invisible wall to get further. Because I know I went down the far path previously, and there was no like secret passageways. But it's definitely something that the game has implemented previously. Yeah, we got a little bit of. Wait, no. Do we want the? I'm gonna take this because I think it was worth something. Like, I think it was. No, that was the diamond. Was that the diamond armor? Yeah, that was the diamond plate, not the. Either way, it's fine. Alright, so I'm not seeing any critical things here, so we're just gonna warp out. And then we're gonna take, I think the path we took last time. I think that'll be fine. And then we'll see what we can do. All in all, that was a pretty short walk, so to speak. Oh, we're so close to leveling up our cure again. Gonna burn a cottage here. All good stuff. Alright. We're gonna save. Hope the power doesn't go out. No, I feel bad. I stopped recording for a few days there because my city was having like power issues and stuff like that, and because the city was having power issues, work got super busy. So like, it wasn't unfortunately it wasn't feasible for me to record. Like, I was thinking, like, it was like the end of the work day, and I was like, I'm thinking about recording, but like I just got home at like, you know, 9 p.m. and I'm like, I'm just gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna go to work tomorrow. Like, the schedule didn't pan out how I imagined it might. But we're back now with audio, ideally, and you know, we're almost done with this game. I think we are. I'm not really sure when this is gonna end, but it feels like it's got to be soon. You know, the only thing I mean, spoiler alert. The only thing I have to compare it to is Final Fantasy 12. In that point of no return, where you sort of have to deal with like the Emperor and stuff like that, and it's like the, you know, yeah, it's like the end of the game there. So I mean, this is similar, right? We're in the end. I do think Final Fantasy 2 would make a stunning remake. I know that's been a very popular conversation as of late, and purely pushed by Final Fantasy 7 and its remakes, because everyone's kind of like, you know, oh, like Final Fantasy 7 got a remake, what would you want to see remade and stuff like that. I think one of the older ones, like one of the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 maybe. I don't think 1. I don't really like Final Fantasy 1 as much for a remake. I think it's a fine game, but I don't know what they would like. They would have to add quite a bit, I think, to make it like worthwhile in my mind. I guess it could be like, you could explore the corrupted lands a little bit more, you know, like you got the what was that town? Melmond, I think it was. Like where you've got like the, you know, things are rotting and like you can explore that area more. Stuff like that might be interesting. But I feel like the concept of like you go to these 4 locations and then you like do a thing and then you leave like is kind of like bland. I mean, you could probably oversimplify a lot of things like that though. You could probably argue like, well, everything is that, you know? Every single thing you play is you go to a place and then you do nothing and then you like, that's it. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI is probably the one I want a remake of if I was going to name one. And that's purely going off the very, very popular like opinion on it. Yeah, because most people, like, I hear talk about it, are like, Final Fantasy VI is a masterpiece. And they're very big fans. I've never played Final Fantasy VI, so, I mean, I will soon. I mean, as we count up from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, you know, eventually we get to 6. We have to deal with the after years, too. But, yeah, it should be a good time. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I have a lot of faith that they'll make a remake of any of the other games. I feel like Final Fantasy VII is in kind of a special place in its kind of history for Final Fantasy, in that it's, I mean, you guys can, I mean, people can argue this, I could be wrong, but I feel like Final Fantasy VII is the most known Final Fantasy of the series. I think it's really what put it on like the map for a lot of people. So I think that's probably why it got a remake. Like it's, I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know, it just seems like the most popular. Like if you were gonna make a remake of a game, like, and everyone, like, you've asked the general public, like not Final Fantasy fans, the general public, about like what they want to be remade, like 7 would be probably the one they name, I feel, you know? I would like a remake of 10 someday in like a different format, but I don't think it deserves it yet. Like that seems like very greedy. Like it's not even that old of a game in terms of like the visual quality of it, since they remastered it and stuff like that. And, I mean, obviously it doesn't look like a brand new game, but it doesn't look terrible either. Alright. So we're making our way through. I don't think we've been this way before. Generally, I mean, obviously we haven't. There's treasure chests that are unopened. I'm trying to navigate a very specific way. Kind of like how we've done previously. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to, like in the last video, what I did was I navigated to these staircases that were furthest away from me. Now I'm like kind of going to the ones closest to me, and through that I'm eventually going to get to the point to where I'm, you know, at like a full exploration of the dungeon. Definitely a few monsters to fight though before that. Diamond gloves. Can I use any of this really? It feels like I should be able to. I'm losing attack, but does that matter? Alright, it's time for Maria not to take 1,000,000 damage every second. Let's give her some gloves. That might actually help a lot. And she has a massive amount of HP. So we've almost made her like a tank, if anything. Just taking all the damage. I mean, she's like nearly 40% down on her HP. And she still has the most amount of HP out of everyone. Like everyone's max HP, she still has the most. That's insane. That's so good. Making our way. Every 2 seconds we get in a fight, but still making our way. The cockatrices actually kind of scare me a little bit. If I remember right, they do cast a form of stone. So that is a little bit of a worrying factor. So I'm not looking to lose party members today. And especially if I can't cure stone, because I don't have any of the, it's gold needles in this one, it's not softs. Sometimes the names around these, you know, remedies for status ailments change. I try to generally, like, just use magic, like, across the board to cure that stuff. Because I think, like, personally, I think stocking up for every single possible scenario is just so difficult to do outside of just remedies. Like, it doesn't make sense to me to pack, like, 5 antidotes, 5 eye drops, you know, 5 gold needles. Like, I only have so much inventory space, so it just makes sense to use, you know, that inventory space for a bunch of ethers, and then, you know, Asuna to heal it all. I don't think Asuna in this game is that strong, though, unfortunately. Interesting. So nothing there, so we need to go down further. I'm trying to think. There might be something I'm missing here. I mean, obviously we haven't explored the entire place yet. We still have things to explore. We still have things to see, but I'm a little bit nervous. Alright, perfect. We're on 4-4 again. I think we were just on 4-4. 4-4. I can speak English. Trying to make sure I'm not saying 4-4. Yeah, I am really happy I started this series though. I've played through some of the earlier games, but it's definitely rewarding to kind of experience these and kind of, you know, have that first, you know, experience. I'm still torn. I mean, I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm still torn on whether or not it would have been better to just play these or play these like while recording them. I think it's difficult to say. I'm definitely not a guide for how to play these games properly, because I'm definitely not. I don't know. I really like Final Fantasy, but I don't think I'm the best Final Fantasy player in the world. I think that's like definitely something that comes into play. So you know, I'm just like I'm just a fan, you know. All right, we might have been here before. This kind of seems familiar. If it gets too familiar, I'll leave. But like I said before, I'm feeling pretty confident with our scenario. It does help that Furion's he's healed himself so much with that sword. It's crazy. Yeah, this is... Okay, I'm gonna call an audible here. I'm leaving. I think I've been here. I see chests open. I'm not gonna waste the time. I recognize that pattern. I played this last night. Like, I'm pretty sure that we're just going the same direction we've already gone. So I think it's worth just going through the other staircase and seeing if that is the way to the Emperor. And I feel like it has to be, because that's the only one we haven't explored that I remember, or that I know of. And I think there's probably 6 floors, but I could be wrong. Maybe there's 7. Maybe there's like 6, and then the 7th is like the boss floor. It's like that's what you really need to get to or something. That is a possibility. It wouldn't be too unusual. Going up. here. This is all familiar. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm trying to think. Maybe I could have gone this way before, but I don't think I did. I think I just went straight up, not taking any alternative paths, and was just like, all right, 4-6, I'm done, goodbye, and then I warped out. I believe that was the first thing I did, which obviously not. I mean, it's not a bad idea to do that. All right. So we definitely need to heal Gareth soon. He is low on health. He's kind of falling a little bit. Let's make sure he doesn't die. Oh, and the Venom. Oh, that is so good. I love it. I love to see it. I guess it doesn't really do that much damage, but I love to see it regardless. Garrett's HP increased. Nice, nice. I do think there's a lot of replayability of this game through the combat perspective. I think the combat system would allow you to kind of branch out a little bit more and change it up. Dude, that entice. Just stay away from me, man. It's not working. I will say, I don't think this is the longest dungeon we've been in so far. If we're close to the end, was it the tower that took the longest? Was that like 9 floors or 10 floors? I remember there was one where we entered and exited like 3 or 4 times. Like, it was a substantial amount of times. Alright, we do need to heal up. Like I previously mentioned. Zephyr's flute from the treasure chest. A monster suddenly appeared. That sounds like a key item, but I feel like it's not. I feel like it's something that is, like, definitely not critical. Ooh, green dragon. This could be bad. Toxin 16? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, not as bad. The bad thing is I'm not doing any damage. That's the bad thing. Okay, so 750 is insane. I'll take that. Okay, this guy's just insane. He's impossible to kill. I think Furion's the only one that's gonna be able to do any damage. Well, we got him poisoned, so that's good. No, if we didn't have that blood sword, we'd just be, you know, done for right now. Everyone's doing like 10, 20 damage, and it's really up to Furion to do his 750 again or something. I think that's the thing to bet on. I am curious if 16 is the highest magic level. I think it generally will be. It's tough to say because we're gonna see different like maxes as we go through, and once we're near the very end of the game, then monsters are gonna start you know, using max magic and stuff, and I think that probably is max magic. So Zephyr's flute, let me double check this. I think it might be worthless. A flute that calls forth a twister. That sounds sort of worthless, but let's see. Equipment. I just want to see. I don't know. I'm so torn because honestly, I really don't think that this stuff has been necessarily super useful. This is the only one I have. Maybe I do want to invest in it. Could be worth it, right? Could be a good idea. Preemptive strike, I will welcome it any day of the week. I am okay with that 100%. Okay, so there's nothing here except that staircase in the upper right hand corner. So it looks like we do have to go to the upper right hand corner through that staircase. And we gotta see what's going on. I mean, that green dragon, he seemed almost like a boss. I don't know, he's very difficult to take out. Now, if we didn't have that blood sword, we would have been in a very, very rough situation, to say the least. Honestly, I'm gonna get crazy with it. And I know this is probably really, really dumb, but I'm gonna get crazy with it. I just think it's probably stupid because I think his proficiency with axes is really not that great. Actually, oh, it's not that bad. It's 7. Okay, so it's not terrible. Like, it definitely could be worse. Maria has definitely only used bows. Look at that. That's insane. I do like this kind of stat system. It looks pretty in-depth. Alright, I'm a cheater. I'm memo saving. I know. It's not good. I'm doing it anyways. Wood Golem. Dude, he is just punching Gareth in the face. Jesus. Why would you do that, man? Okay, Maria's not any better. Alright, I thought he'd be dead by now. He's got to be really close to death. Okay, maybe not. Alright, I spoke way too soon, just assuming he was close to death. Now he should be gone. That is good for Gareth's knife skill. Getting increased and everything. That's good to see. Alright, I think this might be the point of no return. Let's see if I'm wrong. And if you guys remember correctly, we did invest in ethers. I'll just do Maria's magic. I don't know what to worry about here. I don't know if I should worry about anything. I'm gonna equip not an antidote. I'm gonna equip an elixir. I clicked way too quickly. Alright. And then again, I'm a cheater. Memo save it is. Hello there, man. How's it going? Emperor, I am not wasting my time on the likes of you. Men, take them out. Dude, this is gonna be like some Unalesca stuff. Dude, let me tell you, I am not in the mood to get taken out by anyone. Please leave me alone. Dude, they're actually chipping away quite a lot. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to heal. Oh, the poison could be disastrous. That could be a problem. That specific guy is super dead. Do I have a Suna on? I was gonna say, I thought I only had it on Furion and then maybe Maria. I know Gareth has like nothing. He's very useless when it comes to, you know, magic. He's a little bit irrelevant. I think I just gotta really hope that that poison doesn't stick with me. Not bad. Then how about this? Oh, we gonna get in a fight every step? Dude, this is, I take it back, this is some like Pokemon stuff. The Elite Four, we just gotta fight them over and over. My gosh, dude, that's annoying. Alright, so we're going to do this strategically, because obviously we now know that, you know, we don't have the opportunity to heal. So let's, where's this at? Perfect. And you hit him. I know Gareth isn't going to take him out. He's really weak. Oh no, don't take him out. Oh, thank you. I was going to say, don't take him out when I'm trying to, like, maintain, you know, like, health with this kind of actions. Alright, that should be good enough. I mean, it wasn't even really... Oh my gosh, do we not? Okay, we're just going to take him out. You know, honestly, Gareth is going to die, and I'm okay with that. I'm not too concerned about his well-being. Should be the final fight. Oh, okay. I guess we are fighting him now. You surprise me. I suppose I have to silence you myself. Sincerely, Emperor. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that he has allies. I know that's so silly to be like that's the thing that surprises me, but that's not necessarily super common. Like, there's quite a few fights we're in where they have no allies, they have nothing. They're kind of just chilling on their own. And I think it makes sense him being the Emperor to have cronies and stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't even seem worth it. Well, that was very, very effective, Emperor. Dude, yeah, Gareth is dead. I was like, there's no saving him. I'm not even concerned. I was like, you know what, Gareth, just go to bed. It's not worth it, man. Alright, so we do... Alright, we're gonna attack. We're gonna use life. We're gonna attack. Wait, this is really risky, because there's a solid chance that Gareth gets revived and then immediately dies. But you know, you gotta try, right? You gotta at least give the solid effort of bringing him back up. Yeah, I think life would probably be the hardest thing to level up. Just because, like, what do? Do you just, like, chill there and, oh wait, we need to do this better. You just, like, chill there and, like, let someone die over and over and over? Like, it's almost, like, non-intuitive to level up, you know what I mean? Because you've got to purposely, like, do the wrong thing to get that level up. And it just, you know, it's odd, you know? It feels a little bit, it feels a little bit forced. Okay, well, that actually wasn't that bad of a fight. I imagine it's supposed to be because it's drawn out of, like, multiple fights. Yeah, Maria's strength, Garrett's magic defense. We don't even care about these, even though, you know, I mean, we've seen those a bunch. I will not die. Okay, okay. Solid life goal. Good New Year's resolution. Let's go back to Finn. Nice. We did it, guys. We did it. Thanks to your bravery, peace has finally returned. The war has ended. Let us celebrate. This game's not over. We've had a fourth party member rotate multiple times over and over and over and over. I feel like we gotta see Leon, you know? Am I crazy? I feel like no. I guess maybe he could have just died. Because like that wouldn't actually be like that surprising. Like it could just be like one of those things where they hint at it. They're like, yeah, he's dead. Sorry, buddy. But it's also lame because they should like make it more like the Emperor should have mentioned him. Like it was like, I killed your friend, or like some form of like, if you just write him off, like that's just stupid. Your Highness. Okay. I called it. Leon, the Dark Knight, has claimed himself as the Emperor. Oh no, when is the suffering going to end? But what can we do now, and who is Leon? Dance party over. The Dark Knight is Leon, and he was your friend? I'll try to persuade him somehow. He must be controlled by the Emperor's magic. The Dark Knight must be in Palamysia as the next Emperor. Castle Palamysia is nestled among the mountains. You cannot reach it on foot. Okay, well I'll just use my Drake. Leon is Maria's brother. You're not... Oh, I skipped it way too fast. That's why we must go ourselves. I expected that answer from you. Please, be careful. It is indeed an impregnable fortress. Pavel was boasting of his past entry into it, but no one knows for sure. Pavel! Let's talk. Let's talk to Pavel. See, this is what I like. I like those hints. Let's keep them coming. Let's do whatever we need to do. Alright, and we are going to rest up. I feel like we can just use the Wind Drake. I think so, at least. It feels like we should be able to. You know how it is. It always feels like it should be possible. But whether or not it is, who knows? What? We finally defeated the Emperor and now we got this Dark Knight to get to? Oh, that is frustrating. So I can't talk to Pavel about getting into it. I see Sid in the right side. I assume he's gonna get me in with the airship. The cyclone got me in Plume. My old bones aren't acting as I want them to. Is he gonna die too? Are you alright, Sid? I'm in this pathetic state now, but my airship's as scratchless as she ever was. Now listen, I'll let you use her until I get better. Got that? Take good care of her. Urgh. Sid, no, don't. Dude, everyone's dying. Why can't someone just not feel good and then come back to life? Like, why can't they... Why'd they gotta kill Sid? That's not right. I know you guys are really waiting for the later Final Fantasies where you don't gotta hear my voice in every... You're like, how are all the NPCs talking all with the same voice? I'm not good at voices. I only got one. Alright, well, I guess we get the airship now. I'm probably going to end it there, though. Thank you guys for watching. When we come back, we are going to be taking a look at this airship, seeing if we can get into Palamecia, and seeing if we can destroy Maria's brother. I'll see you guys next time.